Hmm. So I've been trying to go live on Instagram for like 10 minutes on my Wi-Fi, and it says it's too slow. So I'm on a 3G connection, and it says it's fine now. So that's weird. Is that backwards for you? It's backwards for me in the thing. Um, I've never had Maker's Mark, and I'm going to try it. So the first thing is to get in the goddamn bottle, which I haven't managed to do yet. So I started drinking bourbon, and I kind of skipped Maker's Mark. Um, you're also live to serve as medical help in case I cut myself open with this comically small knife. And I thought, well, if I'm gonna drink bourbon, I gotta kind of try Maker's Mark, so I at least know what it tastes like. I'm not terribly optimistic because like everywhere has Maker's Mark, so I think it's like the Budweiser of bourbon. I don't know if that's fair. I'm gonna find out. I got a little bottle in case I don't like it. This is hard. You can't do this when you're drunk. I'm not drunk. Okay. That bit is staying. It's a permanent fixture on this bottle now. Okay, so it looks like it's a screw top. Oh boy. It smells generic. So I anticipate it's going to be very generic. Is anybody like, just drink it out of the bottle? Oh, that's. No, I guess that's okay actually. Let's look at this. It's a screw top. I hope that's because it's a little one. It's a cute bottle. It's very cute. Put that back there. Okay. Oh, it actually smells quite a. Mmm. So it's very strong of just cheap alcohol. Okay. Okay, it's not horrible. Um, I've actually I've had worse things, worse alcohol. I don't think I've had. It's very generic. It's a very generic bourbon. It's not bad, and I would say if you've never had bourbon, this would start you. It's not very complex. It is not bad though. It does smell not good though. Like it's not a sniffing bourbon. It's but it doesn't taste bad. So let me actually show you some of my favorites. Um, this is my absolute favorite. This one I always have, Redemption bourbon. It's a pre-prohibition. It's very good. It, uh, it has a nice smell. It's not very expensive. So I don't really drink expensive things. This is like $30 for this. So not expensive. Another one I really love is Larceny. I just killed my other bottle. So this one's actually I did have a little bit of this. So this has a story to it that I think is kind of bullshit. Um, so it's John E. Fitzgerald Larceny, 1870. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey, very small. Very special small batch, 92 proof. So on the back it says, John E. Fitzgerald's weakness was fine bourbon, and he faced temptation every day. As a treasury agent with the only set of keys to the rick houses, taking from barrels was easy. But he didn't just take from any barrels, he took from the best barrels. Some say he was a thief, others claim he was a man of great taste. This is the legend of larceny. Unlock the smoothness and decide for yourself. You know, nowhere in there it actually says that this has anything to do with that story. I mean, it's a good story. So I prefer to have this. I'm just huffing things. This is like if I'm gonna have like a glass. The Redemption, I do more if I'm gonna have like, you know, 2 glasses. Like I like to have bourbon when I'm playing a video game because I'm super classy. You know. This one is the highest dollar that I've gotten. This friend exposed me to this. This was actually one of the first bourbons that I had. So the Hudson Baby Bourbon Whiskey. There's a couple of varieties, but this one has this white label. If you go look for one. I should say the Larceny is also like $25. It's not expensive. This one's more. This was like $45 for this, maybe $50. This is a more like, it's good. It's very good. I got wicked drunk off this first time I had it, but they make a smaller bottle that's like this tall and it's shaped identical. It's just like, okay, so it looks like that. There, that's what it looks like. And the 2 of us drank the whole thing, which was not hard. And like I wasn't hungover or anything, so it's very good bourbon. This is okay. It really is okay. I think if I was at a restaurant and they didn't have anything for bourbon, I would go with this. And that's the thing, every place has this. Another one a lot of places have is Buffalo Trace, which is also good. It's a good kind of like low level. I would put it. Let me try this again. I would put Buffalo Trace about on the same level. It's different. Buffalo Trace bites a bit more. So if you want something that's smoother, get this. I think that's the thing is this is like a very friendly bourbon. And that's not a bad thing. It's like I want this off. Like, oh, Jesus. Okay. So that was me trying Maker's Mark. If you're interested in Maker's Mark, buy it. It's not very expensive. If you don't consider yourself super into bourbon, I'm like getting in more. I'm also very cheap, you know. So there was this like $80 bottle of bourbon that sounded really good, but I'm like, no. But if you don't consider yourself super into bourbon, but you want to try some bourbon, Maker's Mark is good. Buffalo Trace is good. The other ones I showed you are good. Cheers.